Hey y'all, this is Brandy from Southern Crafts DIY, and I want to say hey to all my returning viewers and welcome any new viewers. Excuse me. So like always, if you follow me on social media, which the links are down below, you'll have seen a list of everything needed for today's project. And I am super excited to do this project. It just popped in my head. I think it'll make a really cute decor for Easter. And we're going to go ahead and jump in. I'm going to show you how to make it and what's needed. Alright, so the first thing you're going to need is two small signs. They don't have to look like this. I got these from Michaels and they were on sale. So, and truthfully, I didn't get them from Michaels. My mom got them from Michaels. They were a Christmas gift for me, but again, they were on sale. You can look around Dollar Tree or Michaels, Hobby Lobby, whatever craft stores in your area, even on the clearance aisle, and see if you can find something like this that will work. So you're gonna need two of those. You're gonna need a dowel. You can get it. I got this from Walmart and a big pack. You can go to Dollar Tree and get a 2-pack for $1.25. That's about this size. But I use quite a bit of dowel, so I went to Walmart and got this. Of course, when I got this, they didn't have the bigger pack at Dollar Tree, but I would still go back and get the more at Walmart just because of price-wise, because of what I use. And then you're going to need a little box. This came from Dollar Tree. I got it a couple years ago. So you're going to need one of those. And if it has this on it, you will need a screwdriver to take that off unless you want to keep it on there. So you're going to need that. You're going to need some markers or paint. I'm going to use orange and blue. These will work good for Easter colors. I did forget something on. Okay. You're going to need some white paint. I'm going to use Snow White from Waverly. Another thing that's going to be needed is some Easter decorations. Because of what I'm using, I'm going to do some carrots and some little bunnies. Both of these came from Dollar Tree, so you can look around and shop and find what you need. Another thing that's going to be needed is a drill and a drill bit. This is a 3/8 drill bit. It should work for that dowel. Before you start drilling holes, you can use the drill bit to check the dowel to make sure it's close in size. You don't want to make it too big. This should fit. It looks like it's about the right size, and if it's a little bit bigger, lesson learned. But this should be about the right size. I believe this is what I used before. And you're going to need some glue. So let's get started. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry. I forgot one of the items. We are going to be needing some Easter grass for this project also. So now that I've showed you everything actually needed for this project, we can go ahead and jump in and get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to prepare for the paint. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take this off. And like I said, if you found something like this, a box with this on it, even if you want to keep it on there, I would suggest taking it off for the painting of the box. So we're doing that. It's the first step. Get that out of the way. And I already pulled the hangers off of these. I used some pliers, so that's all that was needed for that. Now we're gonna go ahead and paint these. I'm gonna paint it white. You can pick whatever color you want. I chose white. So, let's see. Oops, hold on. Sorry, y'all. And I'm going to paint the whole thing inside and out. front and back. I always do that. So, I don't know. I just think white will be a perfect foil for what I'm doing. But, of course, you could pick any colors you want, especially pastel colors that will work great for Easter. Because, again, this is an Easter project. It's just a little tabletop decor piece. You know, set on a little table in your house for decor or dresser or really whatever you want to set it on. So we're going to do that. Get it all nice and paint it. Now, when I bought this stuff, I wasn't 100% sure what I was going to use it for, and that works. Even if it sits in your house for years, and you don't, because you know you want to do something with it because you like it, but you're not sure what you're going to do, don't ever get discouraged. Because like I said, I bought this, I want to say I bought this about 3 years ago, and I couldn't figure out what to use it for, and I think this is the second thing I made with it, because there was 3 of these different sizes, and I bought all 3. And this is the second thing I've used for, so I have one more. And when I come up with an idea, I go with it. So it doesn't hurt that you don't use it right away. So don't ever get discouraged if you get something and you can't think of what to make with it. But you know you want to make something with it. Because I've had a few ideas and nothing's panned out. But I like this idea. You know what? I screwed up. I shouldn't have started painting yet. Stupid me. I'm going to let this dry because I needed to do something else to that first. But I'm going to paint the other stuff. I completely forgot. I got to make the hole in it, y'all. So. And I wanted to do that before I paint it, so. I know you don't know what I'm talking about, but I'll show you once that dries. But you can also sand, that's what it's called. Sand these before you use them, but I don't think I have the right sandpaper for soft wood. I think mine's too harsh. I don't really... Okay, I'm not an expert in sanding, but when I try using my sandpaper on the soft wood, it doesn't really seem to do a good job for me. So, and it doesn't hurt for it to look rustic also, so you don't have to sand if you don't want to. But that is an option. So, we're just going to paint these. And then when we get done, when it all dries, I'll show you the next step that I meant to do before I painted the box. But yeah, I have a heat gun, so I went ahead and dried the paint on here so that I can do the stuff I meant to do and then finish painting. But if you don't have a heat gun, you can either let it dry naturally or you can use a hair dryer if you have that. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say right here. And there we go. If it's not halfway, it's fine. But I wanted it to be about halfway. So there that is. And now I can go back to painting. Now that I drilled my hole. Alright, so now we're going to get back to painting what I was painting. So sorry about that. So, now what I want to tell y'all also is if y'all find stuff that's all the same color wood and you don't want to paint, you don't have to. I was planning on painting regardless, but this is also because this is not the same color as the rest of my wood. So, not that I really feel this is wood. This is more like particle board. That's what it's called. So just go through and decide how y'all want it to look. So I'm not going to show y'all me painting on all this because it's going to take a minute, because you got to make sure it's completely covered, so you might have to do 2 coats. But I just wanted to show y'all. You just want to make sure it's nice and covered. So I will show y'all it when it's done. Alright y'all, now that everything is dry, we're going to move on to the next step. But I did want to mention also, if you don't want to paint the outside white, or if you want to decorate it up, you could do like, take a Easter napkin or some paper and Mod Podge it around, just to give it a little decoration. So anyways, on to the next part. So as you can see, even though I have painted over it, it's still a little noticeable that those holes are there. So those are going to be at the bottom. So what we're going to do is we're going to take marker, paint, however you want to do it, and we're going to write on these. And on this one, I'm going to write Bunny Patch. It's not Bunny Patch. I'm so sorry, y'all. It's supposed to be Bunny Trail. I will fix that. I am sorry. I don't know why I put patch. I wanted to do trail on it. This is going to be Carrot Patch. I'm so sorry. I will fix my bunny one in a minute. I can't spell. I'm going to have to fix them both. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me fix it and write it. Alright, now that I fixed them the way I wanted them to be, where this says Bunny Trail and this says Carrot Patch, we're going to move on to the next step. Let me see how that fits in there. We just want it sitting in there. We don't want it to go too crazy. So I'm going to pull it out and I'm going to put glue around it. And I'm going to stick it back in there because I want it to glue. I want it to stay in there. So that's the first step on that. And then we're just going to put these on here. Let's see. I don't know, y'all. I'm just guessing. And we're just gonna let that dry, and then we'll move on to the next step. Alright y'all, it's dry enough. I wouldn't just grab it and pull up because it is just hot glue. If you want something stronger, you can use flex glue. I have literally picked up a piece from the part I glued to another part and it stayed on there. So just to let you know, but this is just to get it done. So the next step we're going to do is we're going to take some of the Easter grass that I told you you're going to need, and we're just going to put it down on the bottom. And no, you do not have to glue this in or anything. This is just for decorative purposes. So we're going to get it in there, stuffed in there. And if we have too much, we'll just pull it out. I don't want it to come over the side. So let's see what we can do. Get it stuffed in there good. I'm just trying to get a feel for how much of this I need, because I don't... If y'all want it overflowing, y'all can. I don't want it overflowing. I just want it down in there. So let's see. Oops. I think one more and then I go to pull it and it pulls out a whole bunch of it. Alright, so I think that is good. Don't need a bunch in there. It was just all stuck together, so it... Alright, so that's good. So the next step is the little decorative pieces. These are actually hanger little ornaments, but I don't want it, so I'm gonna cut the little ribbons off. You don't have to if you don't want to. You can leave them on. That way, if you ever want to use them for something else, you can. But I don't want them in here, so if I can get it off. We'll see. We'll figure it out. You know what? So I'm just going to cut all these off because we don't need it. I'll try to go further down. I'm going to use something else. I'm just having technical difficulties. Alright, let me see something. When I find it anyways. Just going to try something here. But you're just going to put them in there, the ones you want in there. I'm going to do the 4 different colored ones. And they're just getting put in here willy-nilly, basically. It's not a big deal. I'm not going to use 2 the same. And then, because it says carrot patch, I wanted to put some carrots in there also. Just to decorate it, you know. Just put a couple carrots in there. Oops. I'm making a mess, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be as neat as I can. You just, you know, make them like it's an actual carrot patch. Put them down so they're standing. And of course, these are not getting glued in, so if you ever want to take them out and use them for something else, you can. So just have fun with it. I know that one's cut, but I used it for something. And there you go. It's that easy to make a really, really super cute decorative piece for your table or cabinet or whatever, where you want to put it to decorate for Easter. I enjoyed making this project. I hope y'all did too. And if you like this project, please, please, please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below, because it does help my channel grow. And I will see y'all next time. Bye!